Hey guys, so it's the 25th of November 2013, and I'm making this video because I love you all very much, and because I wanted to kind of revisit Lewis structures. I'm going to be giving you this worksheet that has 9 rules for drawing Lewis dot structures, and I know I've taught you 5. I sort of condensed. It's a whole long laundry list of 18 rules. I've condensed it into 5 rules for you guys, but and the purpose of that was to make things a lot simpler for you guys so that you can kind of take the concept of Lewis dot structures and understand the concept while being able to simply draw them. But I ran into hiccup, and it happens in life, right? People make mistakes in life. Life is not perfect. I'm probably very not perfect, but yeah. So here is the worksheet that I'll give to you guys that have just a couple added steps, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. But because it's Thanksgiving, this intro has already been a minute and it's taking way too long. I just wanted to kind of go over some problems. So I know in period 3, I apologize, but period 3 we ran into a problem where I think it was, I can't remember. Oh, it was carbon and selenium, like so. Okay? This is backwards, but I'll fix that through editing. So we had carbon and selenium. Okay? So if we just do our normal rules, like I taught you, we have carbon, which is 4 valence electrons, selenium, which is 6 valence electrons each. So this will make 12 plus 4, 16 electrons. Okay? We're good so far. And just like I told you...
Attention Patriots, campus is now closed. Unless you're attending an athletic activity or a school-sponsored event, you must leave campus. If you're waiting for a ride, you must wait outside the gates, no loitering on campus.
Campus supervisors,
please help clear the campus at this time.
Alright, anyways. So the same rules apply. We're going to take electronegativity into account. So the least electronegative atom in this case will be carbon. So put that in the middle. All the other atoms go around it. Okay, like so. Okay. Now, do it like how I taught you, but there's just one more step that I want you to do as a checkup. Okay? So we have 16 electrons. Okay, so we're gonna try to make this work. And I like to do it just by starting from the outer atoms. So I'm gonna put 6 over here and then 6 over here. So I used up 12 so far. And then if I were to, somehow put 4 more electrons like this. Of course, this wouldn't work because selenium has 8, carbon has 4, selenium has 8, right? This does not flow well because the carbon only has 4 and wants 8 to fulfill that octet. So what we need to do is we can take 2 electrons each and we can make double bonds. Now carbon has 8 as well. Okay, and we can show this by doing double bonds like so. And we're done. Yes, this is the correct Lewis dot structure. However, those of you who kind of think further into how the diagrams may look like, you might think, wait, how come we can't just take 2 electrons from here, put another bond over here, and call it and then take these 2 electrons over here and put it next to selenium? Wouldn't this also work? First of all, if you came this far, then very good, right? I can see exactly what you mean, and this is because I taught it to you guys this way. There's 8 electrons for selenium, 8 for carbon, and 8 for selenium, so you're thinking good, right? It's still 16 electrons. However, this does not work, and let's talk about why. Now this is the part where I didn't explain fully, okay? So, as we talked about in class, we know Lewis structures. The purpose of Lewis structures is to draw a diagram and express the valence electrons, right? How are they oriented in space? So if we take into account valence electrons, okay, you know selenium has 6 valence electrons, carbon has 4, and selenium has another 6 valence electrons. We know that for any given bond, we need 2 electrons to be shared. So take a look at this, you guys. This bond means that there's 1 electron from selenium, 1 from carbon. These 3 bonds over here, each one of these bonds, 1 bond is for selenium, 1 bond is for carbon. Okay? And these 2 belong to selenium. Now, take a look at this, you guys. If selenium has a valence electron, has 6 valence electrons, this doesn't make sense, because look, one electron is going to come from here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Where does the 7th electron come from? Selenium only has 6 valence electron. I'm not talking about the octet, you guys. I'm talking about just the amount of electrons selenium has. If we take a look at here, we have 1, 2 for selenium, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6th valence electron? It's not around selenium, right? Somehow this valence electron for selenium has to have traveled all the way here. This does not make sense, and this is where my wording kind of backfired on me, where I try to make things a little too simple. So if someone ever came to this diagram over here, they'd be confused, okay? So I want you to add one more rule to your Lewis dot diagram practice instructions. So if you're to do it just the normal way, how we've been doing it so far, where the least electronegative is carbon, everything around it is selenium, and then somehow draw the bonds, draw the electrons, realize that this one's only 4, these are 8, but we need to make this happy. How do I do that? Simply just take these 2 and make double bonds instead of single bonds to make it happy. You're good. I want you to do one more step. I want you to check, okay? So check to make sure that these electrons over here that's involved in the bonding, 1 electron comes from carbon, 1 comes from selenium. Check that these bonds over here, 1 electron is coming from carbon, 1 electron is coming from selenium, okay? So let's do that right now. We have 1 electron, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 bonds here, 2 electrons are going to come from selenium, so 5 and 6. We're good. This one, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good. Now there's 4 valence electrons around carbon. Carbon does have 4 valence electrons, and each of these valence electrons are involved in a bond. See how the bonds work? So we're good. It makes sense. Now, if you guys, you're thinking that this is something different, no, it's not different. It's the exact same thing what we've been doing, but I would just want you to do a check after. Make sure that the valence electrons, make sure that the bonds have 1 valence electron from one atom and another valence electron from another atom. Also make sure that the valence electrons around the atoms are actually around the atoms, not somewhere else. Okay? So with this, we're going to go into review, but I just wanted you guys to take note of that. So add that extra step. So once I give you the worksheet, you guys, which is right over here, lights. Okay, so once I give you the worksheet, you guys, I just want you to really look at number 8. Okay, so look at number 8 very, very carefully. That's pretty much like the new mini step rule that I did not share with you guys, and that's my apologies. So please, you guys, good luck. Don't be confused, and I will see you guys hopefully very soon. Bye.